Story 1. Found out on Christmas morning that my wife cheated with her best friend's husband. Father of 3, oldest is 10. Just found out my wife has been having an affair for about 15 months with the husband of a couple we are close with. I can't imagine ever trusting her again, but I am so scared of losing my family. I confronted her, and after initial denial she fessed up. Her WhatsApp history has basically it all documented except for the physical aspect. I can't imagine life without her, and I can't imagine what a divorce would do to our kids, but how could we possibly come back from this? I don't know what to do. Thank you all for the responses. So far, she did the begging and that she will do anything to include marriage counseling and individual counseling for her. We have had a generally great and physical relationship this whole time too. I already confronted the guy, and the cat is out of the bag at his house, but how do I benefit from telling everyone from what happened aside from further humiliating myself? Update. The wife knew something was up when I confronted husband at his house yesterday. Enough implication to her to ask her husband forced her to have him drive her to my house at 6 a.m. this morning. She and my wife talked while he waited in car. She came out of car, and I was there. He only admitted to flirty texts, not the full physical affair that they were having, so I told her everything while standing in my driveway and he waited in the car. My wife is begging for another chance. As much as my trust is lost now, I do believe this is the first time this has happened in the 17 total years we have been together. All of the perspective and advice you all have given me is invaluable. Thank you. I should first preface this with I realize I am only 3 days in, so I am only beginning the process of comprehending all of this, but nevertheless, here we go. Update. I am never one to do anything on social media or even write a product review, let alone spill my guts here. I want to send this update to show my appreciation for all of you that offered your perspective and advice since I discovered the truth on Christmas morning. A few things, and please do me the favor of, for the sake of argument, take it at its face. 1. WW has shown complete remorse, cut off all contact, and has completely gone all in on how it is no problem, no lingering feelings or anything. Again, we can litigate the truthfulness of all of this, but no one will truly know until time passes. 2. I confronted the AP a couple hours after I originally found out. Went to his house during his family Christmas party and made him confess. I allowed time for him to come clean and he didn't, so I told his wife everything. 3. I downloaded the WhatsApp chat history and screenshotted the first few texts and sent to him with a note to stay away from my family. He is fearful for his safety and has fully agreed to never attempt any contact ever again. 4. WW and I have been having very open conversations and she have been completely transparent this far. WW already read How to Help Your Spouse Heal from Your Affair and signed us up for MC. 5. I am going to try the path of reconciliation for now. I told her that if she is sincere and does the work, I will work on it with her. I will always love her, but if I find after a long time that I can't get over the hurt and mind movies etc., I may still have to leave. I believe she does love me. I know this is maybe a long shot, but I need to try it. I think I am going to unsubscribe from here, not out of any disrespect for all of you, but because I need to focus on my journey right now. I am going to at least lurk on the as one after infidelity, or whatever it is called. I can't tell you all how much I have appreciated the support you have given me. This is also new. We'll keep you posted here or likely on the other sub if I have anything worthwhile. Reader comment. I honestly wish you luck. I just want you to be prepared for that. It's not going to be easy. So, keep your eye on the prize, you and the children. It's you guys that are the victims and the Alms family. My best wishes to you. Original poster. Thank you. Reader comment. Does she really understand what she broke? How much she hurt you? I really doubt it. She's had no consequences. If it were me, I'd have a very frank conversation with these points. 1. The was 15 months long. That's a very long time to lie while cheating. Ask her if she can deal with you not making a decision to R or D for 15 months. 2. You can't fully commit to an R at this point. It's too fresh. 3. You have 15 months worth of mind movies to get over. That's going to take you time, and I see. 4. It's way too early for MC, but she needs IC to find out why she could allow herself to lie and cheat for 15 months. 5. You are going to talk to an attorney to see what it would look like if you can't R. This will probably cause her some severe anxiety, part of the price she has to pay. 6. Ask her why you shouldn't tell family because she needs consequences. If you get along with your in-laws, you can argue that they are support for you. In any case, they are support for her finding out why she's so messed up. 7. Has she personally told the OBS? She should, and it could get ugly. So, what consequences? 8. You can't commit to any intimacy as long as you're dealing with the mind movies. One of you may need to move to another bedroom to cut down on your PTSD. 9. Her position as your wife is dangling by a thread. There is no room for trickle truth or lies. She needs to write a detailed timeline of everything. Note, you might not want to read it, but she needs to write it. And if you ask her, she should share it with her parents and the OBS. 10. All of the work of art is on her. You are not going to give her a roadmap of how to help you. She has to want to help. Then she has to figure out what she needs to do. If you tell her what you need, how do you know it's genuine on her part? You don't. 11. The odds of a successful R are very slim. You can't promise anything. If you do R, it's a huge gift from you to her. She's not entitled to it. So, she read how to help heal. She needs some uncertainty and pain to understand how badly she screwed up. She needs to see how badly she hurt you. Good luck if you manage to R. Original poster. You value all of the positive and negative feedback thus far. None of the points are wrong at all. You all owe me nothing, yet you have given me your honest opinion. For those of you wishing me the best, thank you. Story 2. Wife affair partner refused to leave his wife. She came crawling back. It's been 8 months since D-Day. Still struggling. Hi all. I have been following all your posts for some time now. I have also bought the book. It has been great comfort to me during the hardest time in my life. My story, in brief, married 12 years, 2 kids 6 and 10, both boys. My wife had an affair in the city with a co-worker. I believe it started in March this year and really exploded in April with D-Day being on April 26th. I have no idea if it is still happening because I am now in a position to go minimal contact. She did tell me it's over now, but I no longer believe anything she says. He is married with kids as well, or so I am led to believe. He is not leaving his wife, but all of this is from someone who has had no problem lying to me for months now. Anyway, once I realized it was emotional as well as physical and that she was in deep limerence, I decided to play hardball even though I was terrified of losing my family. She just got deeper in the affair. Her job gave her the perfect cover to carry on at my expense while I looked after the kids. Her coming home later and later. I work local outside of London. After 2 months of this I pushed to sell the house. She finally agreed to this but was reluctant at first, and there were tears. House went through in November. I moved out in September. I witnessed her get deeper and deeper into the affair until I moved out in September. It's incredibly hard watching your wife who you love falling out of love with you and deeper in love with someone else for 5 months. It just got worse and worse to the point that I was relieved to move out on September 28th. Throughout all of this I observed the following: manipulation, gaslighting, crocodile tears, real tears, rewriting our history, cognitive dissonance, affair narcissism, vilification, affair reverie, huge increase in alcohol consumption, obsessed with the gym and food, annoyance with the kids, kicking the cat and calling it names, job obsession, belligerent and egotistical. The above is an oversimplification and I don't think the words exist to truly express how truly messed up the whole thing is. In October she called me 3 times in a 2-week period, crying down the phone saying she's sorry and telling me she loves me. My chumpy heart was completely taken in and I raced round the house thinking that she had shown true remorse. I soon realized it was fake remorse and she was just playing me. I so wanted it to be genuine. Anyway, the house went through in November and I am now toughing it out on no contact. I have the kids 50% of the time. All in all, it was a very quick resolution to a really bad situation, and in terms of the house and kids it was a 50-50 split. I even had to lend her £10,000 to buy her house because she had miscalculated her figures. She did pay it back as well. So far it seems to be going fine with the 50-50 splits with the kids as well. Over Xmas my eldest son said that she has been crying a lot. I am also crying on a mostly daily basis as well. It's been 8 months since D-Day, and I am still struggling to come to terms with all of this. It's all happened so quickly. How long did it take you to get over this fully and move on with your lives? Any useful advice? I am struggling to see a future. Reader comment. Hello OP. Sorry that you are going through this. As for your questions, it depends on the individual. I had a fiancé and she betrayed with a cousin man shrugging light skin tone. It took approx. 5 years. My ego was my worst enemy at the time. I wished I could have found these subs and material about infidelity back then. It would have made my journey easier. At the end, I understood. 1. The length of my journey and the suffering were necessary passage oblige. 2. My journey was about me and at the end I accepted my old self, the nice guy. 3. No forgiveness but acceptance that we are all flawed, and life and time will exacerbate our cracks and if they are kept unattended. 4. My support system and therapy saved me. 5. Never put someone in a pedestal. They tend to look down on you afterward. Your ex-wife failed her test and the pattern that you described is unfortunately common. She is not crying about you or the marriage that she left. She is crying about her plan that didn't come to fruition. She still thinks of you as plan B. You can be sure that if the AP had left his wife, she wouldn't be crying right now. The old relationship is dead, but you still has yourself and your kids. Your approach was right, but your ex-wife was not interested. She is not your world nor your life. Life is much bigger. I hope that you will find the person that truly deserve you and your dedication. See you on a much happier sub soon, Opus. Stay strong and free, Opus. Story 3. 9 years and 2 kids mean nothing, I guess. Found out last Tuesday my partner of 9 years that I have a 8 and 6-year-old with cheated the weekend before Christmas. We had talked about possibly splitting up before, but just a couple weeks before this she said she wanted to try and work things out. Apparently after Christmas, shopping all day, then cooking dinner for the family, me denying her a quickie multiple times because I was playing with my kids and cooking was enough to make her snap. According to her, she finally had enough and decided to leave the house after 7 shots of tequila and go buy another bottle and go to this guy's house. She lied and said she went to her dad's until I showed her the phone records from Saturday night. She finally admitted it and has proceeded to blame me for it all. Since finding out last Tuesday, I have learned that she has been talking bad about me to this man and his best friend for months. We are still living together for a little bit until Christmas break is over, and also because my kids have been super sick for the past couple weeks. She continues to leave us at random times and go see this guy and then lie about it, including on Christmas Day. One of the nights she went to her work where she bartends to visit a friend, and while she was gone, her AP's best friend messaged me on Facebook threatening me at my home while I am there with my kids. She lied and said she wasn't there with them until I called her out, and then she admitted it. She is planning on being gone all weekend to celebrate New Year's with her new guy. She talked about splitting up before and how she needs to spend some time by herself because she never really did that ever, but now every time she gets some free time she is seeing this guy. My plan is to just be the best father and person I can for my kids and not date anyone for a long time while I work on my inadequacies. I just don't get how someone can walk away from sleeping next to someone and sharing kids in a life with someone for 9 years to going straight to another guy. Edit. Also, I should add, every time she is home she doesn't play with the kids or talk to them, she just sits there on her phone quiet. All I've wanted to do since I found out is with my kids and show them love, but she seems like she doesn't even care almost, which I know she loves them, so it makes no sense. Reader comment: you shouldn't have any problem getting custody then, and she'll owe you child support. The only time she'll have available to have her kids are her days off, so that will put a damper on her love life. Be prepared for her to pawn your kids off on you or her parents when it's her visitation times. Make sure you start documenting everything. All interactions with her, interactions between her and your kids, missed visitation times, how many times she calls them. Put in the separation agreement that neither of you are allowed to have the kids around new partners for a period of time, 6 months, a year. Your kids will grow up knowing that you are the better parent. You'll be a hero to them. Let her wreck her life. Just protect your kids from her. Original poster. I've started documenting everything since the day I found out. I know the only reason she is okay with the 5 is because she works late 4 of these nights and wants to have time with her new guy on the weekend because he works early in the morning. Even though she won't say that part. I just want to be the best person possible for my kids, and I've always wanted that. Just have more motivation now. Reader comment: a lawyer will help you get this sorted, and as you'll be the primary caregiver, so she has to pay you child support. Hope she realizes what she has done and at least be a good mother to the kids in future. Original poster. That's all I want, is for her to get her head out of her ass for her kids' sake. I don't want them to resent her when they grow up and not have a relationship because she was an alcoholic and cheated, as well as not being an attentive mother because she is always hungover and cranky. Reader comment: considering her hanging out with the AP's back at the beginning, you should probably think about doing a test too. And as said over and over already, get a lawyer, a SP, or at the very least, a mediator to hammer out custody and child support. Like if they're on your insurance, she should pay for half of that. On daycare, have iron out holidays. She'll probably quickly screw that up, so put in provisions for changing the rules when she messes up. Get that move-out plan underway now. Good luck and update us when you can. Original poster: if my kids didn't look exactly like little versions of me and act just like me, I might be concerned. As for the rest, I completely agree. Here's to hoping I can update in a few months and let everyone know good news. Reader comment: to be frank, kids looking like you might just mean she has a type, and they act like you because you're all they've been around. Can you with 100% absolute certainty put a date on the first time she effed around on you? Original poster: well, her type is white country dudes because that's all she dated before me, and her new dude is that. I'm mixed and pretty tan colored year round and from the city, so all in all I'm the one who's not her type. Every dude that she's been friends with or talked to has been a white dude with blonde or brown hair, and I'm dark with black hair, and my kids are too. And also, All this scandalous behavior didn't start until after my second child was born. Reader comment, yes, protect your children and your assets. The quicker pen is out to paper, the more difficult it will be to change the agreement due to the court systems. She already doesn't. It's hard when you have to accept the person you loved isn't that person anymore and you can't treat them like you used to. Like, I don't want to do all this stuff, but if she's going to keep acting like she is, then I guess I have to. Seem like she wants to jump through hoops. And having those legal hoops are a minefield in a war zone that you won't have to worry about her trying to cross too hard to get the kids that you are raising. Original poster. Thank you for the advice. It's hard when you have to accept the person you loved isn't that person anymore and you can't treat them like you used to. Like, I don't want to do all this stuff, but if she's going to keep acting like she is